the Sultan of Swat, the King of Crash, the Colossus of Clout, the Great Bambino. These are some of the great nicknames associated with George Herman Ruth, best known as the Babe. Babe Ruth was and remains the best player to ever swing the bat. This is a most popular picture of Babe Ruth, and this is him playing with the New York Yankees in his later days. Ruth was raised under strict supervision at St. Mary's Industrial School for Boys. He was brought there at the age of 7 for being unruly in his neighborhood. This is where he found his knack for the game of baseball. With the help of Brother Matthias, a monk at St. Mary's, he became a highly touted prospect, later signing with the Baltimore Orioles. This is where he would first gain the nickname, the most recognizable sports nickname in history, Babe, from his teammates for being Babe, the new owner. Ruth started his baseball career as a pitcher and didn't become an everyday position player until 1918 with the Boston Red Sox. His very first season transitioning to an everyday player, he led the league in home runs and set the record. Shortly thereafter, he was traded to the rival Yankees for cash considerations, thus creating the curse of Bambino for the Boston Red Sox. After arriving with the Yankees, Babe Ruth began to dominate baseball and all of its records. In 1920, the Sultan of Swat broke his own record again for home runs in a single season, also setting the mark for runs batted in as well. Ruth was responsible for the rise of the Yankees, who were becoming the most watched team in baseball. In 1923, because of the popularity of the Yankees due to Babe Ruth, the Yankees opened a brand new stadium called Yankee Stadium, appropriately renamed by the fans later as the house that Ruth built. The Babe grew even more popular during the 1927 season. This season, he was the best player on the best team in baseball, and many experts believe the best team to ever play. This team was known as Murderers Row. During that year, he broke his own record again for home runs in a season, with 60 home runs. This record would remain for 34 more years. Babe Ruth is a legend in baseball. He extended the game's popularity not only for the Yankees, but also for the entire game of baseball. Even today, he is still spoken of mythically, like what he accomplished didn't actually happen and was too good to be true. When Ruth retired from baseball in 1935, he owned 56 records in Major League Baseball, including the all-time home run record with 714 home runs. Babe Ruth was a favorite among fans because of his confidence and outstanding power. One of the best examples of this is in the 1932 World Series, when Babe Ruth famously called a shot and pointed to the outfield. Without Babe Ruth, baseball would not have become as popular as it is today. The show that he'd perform in front of people on a nightly basis would transcend the game's popularity and turn the game into what it is. He turned the New York Yankees into the most valuable franchise in America and set the standard for hitters for years to come. When the Baseball Hall of Fame opened its years after Babe Ruth had already passed away, he was in the first class to ever be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Babe Ruth was and remains the best player to ever swing a bat. We'll keep that one. It's like